and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this Hennessy cake, and it is very beginner friendly. It is very easy to make, and you don't need any fondant. You just need cream and marshmallows and the Hennessy. And you don't have to use Hennessy. You can use any other drink that you like. You can use Red Label, you can use Grey Goose, you can use whatever you want, even a beer. You can use a beer bottle. So whatever drink whoever you're giving the cake likes, you can use that. What you have to do is to print the logo on some edible print. So then I'm going to show you how to make it, and it's very easy and very beginner friendly. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so guys, the first thing you want to do is to make sure your cake is torted and crumb coated. I'm not showing you guys how to do that because I'm assuming like you can do the basics, and if you don't know how to do that, there's going to be a link in my description box on how to tort cakes. You can click on that. So what I'm going to show you guys how to do first of all is to make sure your cake is stable, so that your drink does not bend backwards or forward and like split your cake into two or split it into different parts. Okay, so what you want to do is to dowel your cakes. For these small cakes, what I like to do is to use mini dowels, kind of like skewers. You can use mini skewers for these small cakes. You can use it for bigger cakes. So what you want to do is cut them into 2 equal halves that can sink into your cake without being taller than it. Yes, that's what you want to do. So cut them. You need about 6 of this. Yes, you need 6 of those, and you want to make sure like they can sink into your cake without you seeing them outside of the cake, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to show you how to dowel it. So what you want to do is, normally if you want to put another cake on top of this cake, you would put it in the middle first. But no, today you're going to be putting them by the sides, because we're going to be putting a bottle of drink in the middle. In this cake, a Hennessy bottle. So what you want to do is go to the sides and do like 4 different corners, and then push it deep inside. You want to make sure your toothpick or your skewer is not showing. In case you don't have thin skewers like this, you can also use straws. Drinking straws work as well. So you want to put them at the 4 different edges of the cake. Do you understand? I hope you understand. And you'd want to make sure they're not showing at all through your cake, because you just want to make sure it is holding the cake, and the cake will not fall apart after you've like dug a hole in the middle and put your Hennessy into it. Okay, so now this is our Hennessy, and then we're going to unbox it. Actually, I've never had Hennessy before. No, I've never. Okay, so what you want to do, you can't just put it inside like this. You have to first clean it, and I like to wipe it down with vinegar first, because you have to make sure it is clean and you're not trying to poison your customer if you're making it for a customer. Okay, so you want to take the bottom of the Hennessy and make an imprint on top of the cake. Yes. And if you notice, we've not like put our final coating on the cake yet. That's because that's the last thing we'll do after we do this. So the imprint you make, you want to trace it with a knife and then cut out that part. Trace it with a knife first. The reason why you're not cutting with a knife, you're just tracing that side lightly with a knife, and then you're going to take a spoon, preferably a tablespoon, and then you're going to scoop out the middle. Can you guys see my filling? It has some raspberry filling and whipped cream. So delicious. Okay, so you want to scoop it out, and you don't want to scoop out too much. And if you scoop out too much, that's not a problem. You will know by dipping your Hennessy bottle into it and seeing if it is not going too deep inside, because you don't want it to go too deep inside. You want to still be able to see the logo of the Hennessy when after your cake has been decorated, so that like even without cutting your cake, you know it's a Hennessy that is inside. Okay, so try it and see if you dug the hole too deep. In this case, I think I dug the hole too deep, because I don't want it to go too deep, because I'm still going to put some marshmallows on top. So I'm going to take some of my cake that I scooped out, and I'm going to put them back right inside. So make sure you do that before you eat the remnant, before you eat the part you scooped out. Okay, so now I'm going to test if the bottle is going to fit again before. Okay, so after I did that, I already whipped my cream. So now I'm mixing the cream together, and I'm going to be making this cake in white, and then I'm going to be doing our final coat. So if you don't know how to frost a cake in whipped cream, I have a video on how to make the whipped cream and how to frost your cake in whipped cream, and I'm going to put the link down below for you to see in case you want to see that. If you don't know how to do that, you can click on that and watch that. Okay guys, so if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you. Okay, so if this is your first time on this channel, please like this video. Even if it's not your first time, please like this video. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really like it because I make really amazing videos for you guys. And on this channel, I think I have almost 120 videos, free tutorials for you guys to learn from in case you're trying to learn cake decorating or you just want to see the basics of this. So please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that when I post something new, you'll be one of the first people to get it and to see what I'm doing. Okay guys, so now we're going to be frosting the top. Yeah, oh, don't forget to subscribe. I think I forgot to say that. Okay, yeah, I said that. Okay, but I'm saying it twice. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel because it will mean a lot to me. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah. Okay, so now you want to put all of your cream, like literally you want to lather the whole thing with cream, yes, and then you want to scrape off, yeah. And I have a certain tool I use to scrape off. It is an acrylic tool. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. Like, it makes your life so easy. All you have to do is just turn your turntable and it scrapes. It makes your cake upright and it makes it really neat. Like, you won't see those yama nest by the side. Sorry guys, I'm Nigerian. See how fast this was. You won't have to spend one whole year trying to scrape your cake and make it look neat. So if you like to buy this cake tool, or if you like to buy some of my favorite cake tools, the links are going to be in the description box below. They are cheap and they are really nice, yeah. Okay, so now that I'm done doing the sides, I'm going to scrape the top and I'm going to make sure it is very neat. And don't worry yourself about some of the cream that fell into the hole we made. We're going to scoop that out with a mini spatula. So don't worry yourself about that. Another thing I like to do for this kind of cakes, if you're not like very experienced in cake decorating, yeah, and you want it, if it's not very smooth and maybe like it's not getting too smooth, a cheat you can use is to use a cake comb, guys. I have a video on how to use a cake comb on this channel. I'm going to put a link in the description box again for you guys. Like, a cake comb makes your life easier, and all you have to do is, normally if you would do your cake and it won't be so neat, if you use a cake comb, it is like a cheat. Almost immediately you have like concentric lines around your cake, which will distract from the fact that the cake is not very neat. I don't know if you guys understand that. So if you're using a cake comb, it will really make your life easier. So if you're a beginner, guys, this is like a cheat. Get a cake comb. And there's going to be a link for my favorite cake comb in the description below. Okay guys, so you guys know I'm obsessed with gold. Yeah, I put gold on everything. Okay, so I'm going to be spraying the bottom of this cake with gold, which is very optional. You don't have to do that. And you can also use sprinkles. If you don't have an airbrush, you can use sprinkles or you can use sanding sugar. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to put my Hennessy inside and then it is going to be fine. And then we're going to use our marshmallows to decorate, yeah? If you don't want to use marshmallows, you can use cookies. But I feel like marshmallows, because it was white, it went with the color of the cake and it made it look really mature. So we're going to decorate the cake with marshmallows and we're going to surround the Hennessy with marshmallows. And I want you to notice the fact that my Hennessy is leaning back. You don't want the Hennessy to be standing straight. You want it to lean back a little bit so that, like, if you're looking at the cake from the front, you can see that it is a Hennessy bottle very clearly, yeah? And the fact that we dowel the cake with skewers from the beginning means even though the Hennessy is leaning back, it is not going to destroy the cake or make it split in two. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is stick the edible prints that you already printed and then stick it on. So let's say, for example, you're doing maybe a Jack Daniel's cake or you're doing a particular kind of vodka. You shouldn't print Hennessy. You should print the logo of that drink you're using, and you should use edible print, and then you can stick it on your cake. So now let me show you guys how I did this tiny gold stones on top of it. Okay, so what you want to do is buy some chocolate. You can use Maltesers, those round chocolates. They sell them everywhere. You don't have to buy the particular one I bought. And then you're going to take some edible gold dust and then you're going to mix it together and paint it and let it dry. Literally, that's all. And then once you are done with that, then you're going to be taking the gold balls and then you're going to be sticking it on with some cream, just like how you did the marshmallows. And you want to be very careful this time because you don't want to get some of the stain of the gold dust on top of your marshmallows, because you want your cake to look really nice and neat, which will make your cake look really professional and pretty. So that's all you have to do, and then put the gold balls wherever you want, and that's all for this cake. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you love it, and I hope you try it out. If you try it out, please tag me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.